What's up, guys? I'm Adam Viazanko, coming at you from the car once again.
I'm David, driving.
I'm Kajal.
I'm Celena.
And we are on our way to Niagara Falls. And you may be wondering what we intend to do there, because we're not just there to see the sights. We are going to another 2 Rainforest Cafes and Margaritaville and possibly a Hard Rock Cafe. So, we hope you'll join us on our incredible journey.
All right, hello. We are 1 hour in. We are in Chicopee, Massachusetts. We're in Massachusetts still, right? Yeah, we haven't crossed the border. It doesn't really feel like it's been an hour. I mean, it's going by pretty quickly. Very exciting. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. It does not feel like an hour. We're listening to a great playlist. And yeah, we haven't dug into the snacks yet, so maybe that's something to look forward to.
We could head to the Rainforest Cafe, we had to play a couple games. And take in the sights, of course. But we finally made it to the Rainforest Cafe, where we could check out all of their attractions. We have just exited the Rainforest Cafe. I had the barbecue bacon cheeseburger. It was $21, which felt a little pricey. The entire menu here actually seemed a lot more expensive than the last time we were at a Rainforest Cafe. I don't know if this is because this is more of a touristy town. It was also inside a hotel. I think they said they charged like a 3.5% resort fee or something for the food. It was obnoxious. I have an 8% city tax, so there's a lot of fees on there. The burger, I would say, is an above average in terms of a burger. They cooked it pretty well in terms of what I asked for. And the flavor was good. It was a large-sized burger. I ordered it with the red skin potatoes. They gave me the safari fries instead, so I asked for my potatoes, which they then gave me. So that was good. They fixed it, no issue. The safari fries are just French fries. I think personally they should probably throw some like Cajun seasoning on it or something to make it a little more safari feeling than just serving fries that have a special name. The red skin potatoes were good. They were flavorful. There's a little bit of garlic in there. It was what I was looking for in potatoes. Overall, my meal I would say was probably a 4 out of 5 Huskies. In terms of the ambiance, this was the most exciting Rainforest Cafe we've been in yet. They have an alligator up front. I think we have some footage of that we'll throw in. The animals were all moving around. There were a couple thunderstorms. It was all around. It was a very exciting experience. The ambiance was great. I would definitely recommend this location, but we have yet to see the Canadian location, so we'll let you know then.
Okay, so I got the chicken quesadillas. They were pretty good. It was actually an appetizer, but I wasn't feeling too hungry from the road trip snacks. So I could say that it filled me up. There were 6 quesadillas and I didn't even get to the last one. So I would say it was a good portion. As a Realsa though, it's very, very pricey. So I wish it could have been a little less expensive for the kind of food it was and how it tasted, because it was just kind of average. But it was a bigger portion than I was expecting for an appetizer. So I would give it like 3.5 out of 5 Huskies.
Okay, so I had the Blue Mountain Chicken Sandwich, I believe the name of it was. And that's a grilled chicken sandwich with lettuce, tomato, onion, Swiss cheese, bacon, some sort of sauce, and maybe some other stuff. And it came with a side of fries. And I thought it was actually pretty good, contrary to my previous Rainforest Cafe experiences. the flavor of everything was pretty good, and the sauce wasn't like actually spicy, but maybe I just didn't read the full item description, but it had like a little heat, which I wasn't expecting, which I thought was quite a pleasant surprise. So I'd give it a 4 out of 5 Huskies, I think.
All right, hello. So I just finished my meal at the Rainforest Cafe, and I got the anaconda pasta, which included quinoa pasta, local garden vegetables, basil, shaved Parmesan cheese, red pepper flakes, zucchini, with a white wine tomato sauce, and I also added shrimp on it too additionally. So my meal came out to be $28, which was a bit pricey, but for my first Rainforest Cafe experience, I would say that it was pretty great. I really liked the size of the zucchini in my pasta. I feel like it just complemented the whole thing well. They put a really good amount of cheese, really good amount of red pepper. It wasn't super spicy at all it wasn't spicy at all. But yeah, I really enjoyed it for the most part. I would say that it was probably a little bit better than the Cheesecake Factory because that's what I was kind of gauging it off of. And I would overall give it a 4 out of 5 Huskies. We are now officially in Canada. Woo!
We spent the rest of the night exploring the town and then went to our Airbnb to spend the night.
All right, good morning. We are currently walking on the Iroquois Trail? Okay, cool. It's looking really nice so far. The trail started right in the back of our Airbnb. So that was pretty exciting. Got some running water. David's telling me this is about to be an intermediate trail.
It is ranked as an intermediate trail, and it looked pretty intermediate.
But we'll see how we can tackle it.
We'll be able to handle it.
We'll be able to handle it. All right, we've reached the point. We are now at the top. We are at Point Grimsby. It's looking pretty nice. Wow. How'd you feel about the journey up?
I felt it was good. Like the beginning was a little bit uphill, so it was a little rough just because like the rocks were a little uneven in the steps.
Yeah,
But once we got past it, it was chill.
I agree.
It's definitely an intermediate hike.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah, but it was manageable.
How'd you feel,
Stop and catch my
Celena?
breath.
Yeah, I felt that it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it.
That's good.
And it was really worth this view.
I'm standing here outside of Tim Hortons here in Niagara Falls. Tim Hortons, for those Bostonites watching this video, is their equivalent of Dunkin'. They got donuts, they got sandwiches, they got coffee. Now, I have myself here a sausage and bacon breakfast wrap. It's grilled, as you can see by the grill marks. I'd say it's very good. It was pretty reasonably priced. I think it was like just under $5 just for the sandwich, which I feel like is pretty fair for a breakfast sandwich. It's got good flavor to it, nice amount of bacon and sausage and egg. It's all cooked perfectly, came out in like 2 minutes. The thing is it also has chipotle sauce on it. And for those of you that have watched our sandwich review, you'll know that some places don't put enough chipotle sauce. This was advertised as having chipotle sauce. It has a nice little kick to it. I'm very much looking forward to eating the rest of this sandwich.
So I got the sausage breakfast wrap, which I believe is the same thing as what David got without bacon. And I also thought it was pretty good. Pretty reasonable price, and the chipotle sauce had nice flavor. So I would give it like a 4.5 out of 5 Huskies in the grand scheme of like fast food breakfast sandwiches.
We are at the Niagara Speedway. There are go-karts racing. It's awesome, taking the sights. Okay, we just came out of 6D Zombie Attack. Now, the first and second dimension were obviously the video, third would have been the 3D glasses, 4 was probably the wind, 5 would be the movement, and I think I saw on the sign they count the IR blasters as the 6th dimension, which feels like a cop-out to me.
So violence is a dimension of this universe.
Yeah. Yeah. Overall, we did quite well. I came in first, Kajal came in second.
I came in 6th.
I think I came in 4th.
Yeah, so NUTV rocking the leaderboard for the day. It was pretty fun. What does it cost? It's $9. It's $10 if you go just for just that. Probably not worth $10, but that's 10 Canadian, so $7.50 US. If you have the fun pass, I would definitely recommend it.
You know, I really enjoyed it. It actually was like a lot more than I was expecting. Like I didn't expect the chairs to like shake that much and like the zombies to be right in my face. So I had a good time.
Yeah, as someone who loves House of the Dead, I thought that was very enjoyable. It was a little hard to tell what you're hitting with so many people.
It was nearly impossible.
But I thought the movement of the seats added a lot, so I enjoyed it quite a bit.
All right, we just finished the Cosmic Coaster. It was a fun time, but I would say that I definitely enjoyed the zombie excursion that we did before it a little bit more because we were able to interact more with the different parts of the ride. Yeah, it was fun. It was a little bit like underwhelming. I thought it was going to be a bit crazier, but overall I enjoyed myself.
Okay, so as you heard, we did the Cosmic Coaster. I would say in the beginning I was very underwhelmed. It was kind of slow, but when it picked up the pace, I was actually kind of vibing with it. You know, it had some like folksy banjo music playing, and I don't know, it just sat right with me. I really enjoyed it, so I got a lot more into it than I think I would have if they didn't have this kind of music on. The ride itself was like, okay. I think I also agree with Celena. The zombie shooter one was more fun because it was a little more interactive, but I would say it was a decent time, you know? It was part of the package, but I would not pay for this individually.
All right, we are outside the Great Canadian Midway. We just rode the Cosmic Coaster, Ride the Movie. The ride costs $7 for an adult if you go on your own. And I would say generally underwhelming. I'm not somebody who likes roller coasters, but I didn't think it was that thrilling. I would personally not pay $7 for it. I don't know what you think.
I think it was decent. A lot of the motion felt fairly natural. Some of it didn't. It's not something I think I would ever pay for on its own, but as part of the pass that we bought, I think it was fairly enjoyable.
It's definitely worth doing if you get the pass, but I probably wouldn't pay for it. Okay, we're outside the Movieland Wax Museum in Niagara Falls, Canada. Entry price $13 without the pass. It's included if you have the fun pass. What did you think?
So if you told me the E.T. wax statue was the real movie prop, I'd probably believe you. Those are my thoughts.
I think most people in there were not very realistic looking. I don't know if they're able to do more or not, or if other wax museums do a better job, but I probably wouldn't pay any money for it in general because it's a wax museum. It's not that interesting.
Yeah.
Some of the things moved at you though.
I would agree. I think my favorite parts were the little horror movie parts because seeing like the creatures and stuff looked a lot more realistic than human beings. And the superheroes are pretty cool. I liked looking at that. So I would say it was a neat experience because it was part of the package, but I would never willingly pay money to see this on its own.
Yep. Welcome to the Rainforest Cafe, Niagara Falls, Canada. I today had the cheesesteak sandwich with onion rings. It was awesome. The portion of onion rings was incredibly large. The sandwich was also really good. This is probably the best Rainforest Cafe we've been to. We've been to the Menlo Park, New Jersey location twice. I've been to Gurnee Mills, Illinois. Obviously, we were at the Rainforest Cafe US, Niagara, and now the Canadian Niagara Falls. Great portions on the food, a lot of it. We can report that they do set the volcano dessert on fire here. We did not have it. We might later, TBD. Total bill for the four of us was 197 Canadian dollars, which is insane, but it is a themed restaurant, so it was good. I'd probably say 4.5 out of 5 Huskies.
All right, hello everybody. I just finished up my meal at the Rainforest Cafe in Niagara Falls in Canada. I had a pretty pleasurable experience. However, I would say that my meal at the Rainforest Cafe in Niagara Falls, New York was a bit better. So at the Canada location, I got the blackened fish tacos. I was given 3 tacos, so the proportion was pretty great, but the flavor was just about average, so I would probably give it a 3 out of 5 Huskies.
Hi, so I got the chicken Caesar salad. It was pretty large. I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it was, but I liked it, you know. I thought it was delicious. I think they just maybe did a little bit too much more dressing than I was expecting, but, you know, every restaurant does it differently, so you don't really know what to expect. Overall, I would give it a, I guess, like 3.5 out of 5 Huskies. I think that it could have had it could have had a little bit less dressing, but overall it was good, and I was full where we didn't have the cake, but maybe later.
So I got the fish and chips, which is the same item I got at Rainforest Cafe, Edison, New Jersey. And I thought it was far better here. They overcooked it a little bit in the Edison, New Jersey Rainforest Cafe. But at this Canadian Niagara Falls Rainforest Cafe, the outside was crispy, but the fish inside was actually still tender. So far better experience. I'd probably give this one 3.5 out of 5 Huskies. I don't remember what I gave the first one though. But yeah, 3.5 out of 5.
From there, we checked out the falls, and went mini golfing. We are on the Ferris wheel. It is late. I'm tired.
How are you feeling?
Peachy keen.
Peachy keen. How about you, Adam?
I feel great.
I'm a bit tired, but I'm excited for the Ferris wheel. We've been waiting for how long? Like 30 minutes?
Easily 30 minutes.
About so. That's that line out there.
Oh,
But
we're
now,
moving.
we're moving.
We're on the move.
Oh, mini golf. So some facts about it to start with. So 18 holes like a normal mini golf course, and this 9-hole business. So the price of entry I think was 12 Canadian, which converts to around 9 US. Now I thought it was a pretty good course overall. They had a lot of sand traps, which I thought upped the difficulty a little bit. I enjoyed it, and I've definitely paid more than $9 for far worse mini golf courses. So honestly, I would probably say that this is worth it, both on its own and as a part of the pass. And I would give it a 4.5 out of 5 Huskies. But that was a good course.
So the mini golf, I thought it was pretty enjoyable. You know, there was kind of a long wait to actually begin and then in between certain holes, but I thought it made sense because it was pretty popular and it was pretty worth it, you know. For the price that we paid, I would say I paid more for way worse courses. So I think it was really good. We all had a fun time and we were all pretty close, so I think it was like not really challenging, but it was fun enough that it was worth it at the end.
All right, hi guys. My turn. First we have mini golf, correct?
Yes.
I had a really, really good time playing mini golf. going into it, I wasn't like insanely excited just because like, I don't know, in the past mini golf experiences for me haven't been like the best thing in the world, but I really had a good time. We had a lot of fun joking around and, you know, not intentionally hitting each other's balls, but accidentally. So yeah, I enjoyed mini golf. I came in 3rd place, so I was just happy I didn't come in last. But it was very close. It was very close. So I would probably give mini golf like a 4.5 out of 5 Huskies. It was truly a pleasurable experience.
Nice.
Hard Rock Cafe.
I forgot to get pictures of the food.
That's all right.
Insert online image.
Yeah, I'm sure we can find an image. I got some sort of sliders, which was an appetizer, as my food. I would say that they were pretty good, pretty much exactly what I was looking for in that moment. I think the food was better than any of the other locations that we went to, because Hard Rock Cafe kind of has to survive on its own merit because its gimmick isn't like as insane as Rainforest Cafe or something like that. I don't know, I'd give it probably a 3.5 out of 5 Huskies.
And finally, the Hard Rock Cafe. The Hard Rock Cafe was pretty cool. I mean, I enjoyed the music, the vibe as a whole was pretty cool. I feel like I knew most of the songs, and I would say they were all in the rock arena, so I was satisfied. And then with the food, which is what we went for, I think it was pretty good too. You know, I enjoyed it a lot more than my food at the Rainforest Cafe in Canada, although I ate less of it. But I think it was really good. I got an appetizer and the portions were huge, so I really feel like you get the right bang for your buck. So I would give that 4 out of 5 Huskies as well.
Now we're moving on to Hard Rock Cafe. Had a great time. I got the Southwestern Chicken Bowl. And at this time, I wasn't really insanely hungry, yet I ate every single bite of that bowl. Oh, I have a picture of my bowl, but it being gone. So we can, so maybe we can put that in. So yeah, no, it was really good. It had kale, quinoa, cabbage, tomato, chicken, corn. Truly a great bowl, honestly. It definitely was better than the fish tacos I had at the Canadian Rainforest Cafe, but does not compare to the anaconda pasta, because that right there, that was pretty crazy. Still tasting it. Anyways, I would probably give the Southwestern Chicken Bowl it was good. Like, I have no complaints, but like, was no anaconda pasta. I don't even know what I gave the anaconda pasta. Did I give it a 4? It might have to be a 5 now. So I'm gonna give the Southwestern Chicken Bowl a 4 out of 5 Huskies. The whole ambiance of the area was pretty nice. We got fairly, the service was pretty great too. I really liked our waitress. She was pretty nice. So, yeah, great time, great memories. Excited to come back to Canada whenever we do.
And after a brief stop due to a backseat accident, we were back on the road.
Then the Ferris wheel. I like a good Ferris wheel. This one was pretty tall, so that was good. However, I thought it was a little lame that the cabin was fully enclosed. I prefer it when it's open air. 15 Canadian on its own, part of the pass, which is what,
30 US?
No. Definitely not.
How much was it US?
No, so 15.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So that's slightly under 12 US, I think. I don't know. I think that's fairly worth it. I mean, Ferris wheels tend to be not that cheap to go on since they're pretty much always tourist attractions. I would give this one a 3.5 out of 5 Huskies.
The Ferris wheel was also pretty cool. There was a much longer wait for that one, but it made sense because we went kind of more in the nighttime. That way we could get a really nice view of like the night of the falls and like the whole area as a whole. So it makes sense it was popular and there was a wait. I think it was pretty much worth it. We got to go around like 2 times, which was unexpected. I thought we could only go once. And I thought it was a pretty cool view, you know? It was pretty enjoyable. I would give it a 4 out of 5 Huskies, you know? The glass was a little smudgy, I would say was the one thing. And I know that's kind of nitpicky, but there's so many scratches on it, it was kind of hard to take pictures. But like, I feel like I'm being obnoxious at that point, so.
All right, next we have the Ferris wheel. Also had a really good time, but the one thing that was a little not so great about the Ferris wheel was the fact that David kept pointing out all the little flaws that could go on, all of the different accidents that could occur. It made me a little bit more nervous when we were at the top. He's like, oh, you know, these are all held together by these little bolts. But at the end of the day, it was a really nice view. It was really nice to see the falls all lit up with different colors and such. So I would give the Ferris wheel like a 4 out of 5 Huskies. All right, hi everybody. We are now in Massachusetts. Woo! Yay! Yeah. No.
Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed our trip. Let us know where we should go next.